Oh, hi. You're here again. Sorry I didn't see you coming. I was too busy contemplating the distillation and sublimation of the fire of the alchemical sun into the waters of the sacred hermaphrodite. Do you know what a sacred hermaphrodite is, Patrick? Do you know what a sacred hermaphrodite is, Christine? Do you know what alchemical waters are, John? Anyway, sorry. Oh, I should do the English fellas. There's all these English fellas who make videos on all kinds of things like repairing lawnmowers and stuff, and they think they're TV presenters in the 1970s, and they go. So there's a little intro to the video, and it goes, "Well, today we're going to be looking at fixing fixing the Black and Decker lawnmower. If you have a Black and Decker lawnmower, there's often problems with the timing on the chain. I'm going to show you how to fix that today. But first, I think I need to get me a cup of tea," and then it's a cut. So they think they're on TV. So, or their frustrated dreams have always been on TV has come true. I suppose mine have too as well. Though if I had a TV station, it'd be like that fucking film. What's it? The heads blow up scanners. That's what my TV would be fucking like. TV station would be like. But yeah. So a fuzzy video has been released by something called the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, right? GBI, okay? And they're claiming that it shows someone carrying a bomb to the thing and back. Well, first of all, it's from a completely different angle. Secondly, there's no clock on the timestamp. And thirdly, the person carrying the bomb is just a fuzzy image going. So I'm going to stick with the lightning strike for now. I don't think that's a bomb. Bombs don't. There'll be scorch marks and there'll be smoke and everything. The way that thing blew up was just like, and the way the sky lit up beforehand was looked just like it was hit by lightning. And there was, according to the meteorological office in Georgia, there was U.S. Meteorological Service. There was massive thunderstorms over that part of Georgia on that evening, on that night. And funny enough, it was 3:33 a.m. after all, because I forgot about daylight savings time. So thanks to you, all you guys out there, point that out. So it was 3:33 a.m. So thanks for pointing that out, because I think also we've got ourselves a little bit of an insight into the occult here, haven't we? That the occultic world doesn't obey daylight savings time. Well, why should it? Because you'd still be on the furthest part from the sun, and anyway, because it's a fake hour that's been put on. So it's very interesting. It's very the Guidestone thinks it's very interesting, and it'll rage on for years. Conspiracies do, and I'm still sticking with my. Unless they can get an actual, they can actually get evidence to prove that someone there with a bomb. That's not a fuzzy video with no timestamp on it from a completely different angle. And then the same camera wasn't running when the bomb went off. Oh, give me a break. It's as fake as fuck. Come on. But until more information comes up, I'm sticking with the catalytic exteriorization phenomena and lightning. That's what I'm sticking with. Because of the liberal world order is in the shit. Whatever it's called this week. It was the Great Reset last week, Build Back Better a week before. Now it's the liberal world order. It's in the shit. Totally in the shit. Did you see Putin now? Putin is saying that we will conquer space now at any cost. We're not afraid to use any methods to assert Russian domination in space. And there's now very interesting. I mean, it's the Cold War is back, and that can only be a good thing. The Cold War was actually a good thing for us, because the two conflicting elements on the planet created a healthier, stabilized, healthier, and more free world than one world where everyone's on the same team, because that allows complete and utter control. So I am absolutely delighted to see this new Cold War. Couldn't be happier. Because the worst nightmare of all is like, one love, one life, get your microchip and feel alright. Or imagine there's no heaven, a microchip in your arm, no opposition to go to, only the same fuckers in charge. That's then looking back on all those songs about, I'd like to teach the world to be injected with no numerous needlecraft. I'd like to buy the world a microchip and stick it in their arse. It's the like we've been trained for decades of this whole thing, brotherhood of man. We are one. We are one. The new ages go. We are one. We are one. One world. No, we were. That was that. Turned down the end. That was the monster. The beast is the monster wanted a one world situation. That we were much freer and much better off when we had the Cold War. So I, for one, welcome our new Cold War. I've never been happier. I was delighted to see this. We now need more nations to join the Russians to create a real bloc in the world, because the globalists really thought they had us held down. The globalists really thought they had all their ducks aligned in a row. There's nothing more satisfying. Let me tell you, I can tell you for a fact, there's nothing more satisfying when you find out a couple of people or a certain individual has basically made plans for you in your life without your permission and thinks they have all their ducks in a row and are getting real excited, and you pull the fucking rug out from under their feet. You will never see anyone go more psychotic. But it's absolutely delicious when you do it. It's absolutely delicious when they think they have all the ducks in a row, and you're the fucking idiot they're gonna pull the wool over their eyes, and you fucking pull that rug out from underneath them, out of the blue and by complete surprise. It's fucking beautiful, and that's what's happened with Putin and the world right now. He's pulled the rug out from underneath them. They're absolutely in a state of unbelievable paralytic shock over what's happened, and now he's putting in real hard talk now. He's saying, "Yeah, we will do anything we want to take over space. We will assert our dominance in space." I mean, this is really hard talk now. And now they have a space army, and the US has a space army, and I think the Chinese have a space army as well. So very interesting stuff, and I think India's actually developing a space army. And we're getting to see a better world coming down the road. But we're not all one. We're not all one. We're not all one, walking around with microchips in our arms and our needlecraft updated. That's great. That's great that we're not all one. Because the whole drive towards this, we are one, there is no division, there is no frontiers, there is no borders, was to make this into a fucking prison planet. And if you can't see that by now, you're the thickest new ager that ever lived. Or you're a fucking idiot. You are. All those songs like One World, One Life, We Are the World, We Are the Children, all that shit was all designed to make us prisoners of this one totalitarian, technocratic, pharmacological monster. And they failed miserably. Failed miserably because out of left field, the idiots, the mediocre idiot in charge, goaded Putin into going into Ukraine, never expecting he would. Never expecting he would, just thinking it would never come to anything. And then he called their bluff by going right in and ended their great resets, ended their build back betters, ended everything. It's ended our climate change bollocks, because now the European Union is having to declare that nuclear power and gas energy is now green. It's unbelievable. Well, see, that's a classic psychopaths shifting the goalpost, isn't it? Well, no, we're not going back on our green policies because plutonium and petrol is green now. You see, that is green. We decided that plutonium and petrol is green energy. So we haven't gone back on what we said. You see, this is that classic psychopathic desperation of flipping the goalposts, switching the goalposts. And amazing to watch. Amazing to watch how quickly they fell apart and how quickly they bottled it. And it just goes to show they didn't have much strength there to begin with. And more and more every day. And I want you to keep mentioning this on the comments because people who are not maybe fully on our side need to read it. The numbers, Jesus Christ, this whole thing on the roads now. And I ask people in America that they see it as well. The car in front of you that comes to the junction doesn't turn around the junction, it stops. Then it starts up again and goes around the junction and stops and then drives down the road. Their nervous systems can't handle, the nervous system of the Jabberwockies can't handle this stuff anymore. They're breaking down so badly. And again, the emptiness in the world, it's everywhere so quiet. Everywhere so silent. There's so few around anywhere. And the amount of for sale signs I now see on houses. What's that all about? Well, we know what that's all about. Everywhere. That's and I'm seeing less and less older folks. In fact, I'm seeing less and less of everybody. Everybody I'm seeing less and less of. So, keep giving me those reports and like those comments because it's very important. Lots of people have stumbled upon my videos and seen me acting the prick. And they were like, well, I don't know about that guy. But then they would read comments down below and say, all these people agree with him and they're all giving out what's happening in their country or in their part of the world they live in. So it's very important that you keep those comments happy and keep them buzzing. And I greatly appreciate your involvement down there. So have a nice Saturday. Barry Drewmore might be around later to give his take on the Georgia Guidestones. And be positive. The world is fracturing. The world is moving away from what they wanted. You see, it was only a dream for them. It was a nightmare for us. Well, now their nightmares might well be our dream. Take care. Bye-bye. Love yous all, motherfuckers. Motherfucker.